Okay. You just need to be turned up. How's that?
La 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 la. Oh, there we go.
Is that better? Do you feel better?
I feel better, and we're actually broadcasting now, so.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, I don't really have to put your fader up.
You just leave it down, see if I noticed.
Yeah.
I might not.
You're a little sharper than I thought.
I'm worried to think of what you thought, because I'm still not very sharp.
No, actually, I wasn't thinking. I just wasn't thinking.
It's okay.
It's hard to think when it's this cold.
It's cold out here on our little porch.
And those ice jams, did you see those ice jams? No, you haven't driven north past Tunbridge probably this week, but there's incredible, the ice has been pushed up in the fields.
There's some in Tunbridge, too, up on the fields and in people's yards.
It's even more intense because as you go north, the river gets smaller, I don't know, but it squishes all that ice up onto the fields. Yeah.
There was some lady who drove out into the flooded water this week in Tunbridge, up over her headlights, and then was stranded, and so they had to. My brother-in-law came and rescued her. He's on the fire department, so he had to, whether he wanted to or not. But
was her life in danger?
I don't know.
Because something bad happened to some people in Plainfield, Vermont, where I think they were dry. I think it was a DUI situation.
Oh.
And they crashed the car, and then they got out, and they were trying to escape the scene of the crime.
People always do that. What the hell?
Yeah, but one of them fell into the water and was drowned, I believe.
Oh, my goodness.
So a lot of stuff happens in the state of Vermont that you might never hear about.
Mm-hmm.
Which is okay. It's okay. We don't have to know everything.
This show.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we didn't introduce yet, as usual.
Well, you do it. Go ahead. I like the way you do it. I like to sit back and relax while you introduce us.
You guys are listening to 11th Hour Radio, coming to you live from South Royalton, Vermont, from Royalton Community Radio Station, WFVRLP 96.5. That's Kristina Stykos. I'm Emily Howe. 11th Hour comes to you every Friday at 11 a.m. And we might be rebroadcast, or we might not, because they might not like us. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't.
We were just wondering about that.
We're not up on the pinup board.
I feel like we should be on the pinup board.
I'd like to be on at 4 a.m. I think that would be really cool, because that would appeal to those people who are up in the middle of the night and can't sleep or get up super early. Maybe people going out to milk their cows. And we would be a top prime choice at that hour, don't you think? Wouldn't you choose 11th Hour if you were milking your cows at 4 a.m.?
They should probably make us rebroadcast at 11 p.m. would make sense, though. I mean, we are called the 11th hour, right?
Well,
I think we used to rebroadcast at 11
That's what
p.m.
they used to do.
I don't know.
I think we got a little demoted.
Aw.
I don't care. I've always been a black sheep. It's fine with me. If you don't like me, it's fine.
I like you.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the royal we.
Oh.
Or them or
No,
us.
the royal we. The royal we means you. You have it backwards.
I'm a little confused.
My turtleneck's all pilly, and that is my pet peeve of the day. Look at all this dog hair too.
Yeah, but you don't have to look good here.
No, I don't.
You can be pilly. My mother used to say pilly. She used to say,
"Oh, I hate it.
You're being pilly."
I will throw. Oh, like a.
You're being
like an adjective.
No,
your personality.
You're being a pill. She would say.
Oh yeah. Yes, I say that to people too.
This was before the age of pharmaceuticals, or they were just coming in. This was in the 50s. So antibiotics were new, so they gave them out for everything. I guess they still do, but it started back then. Have a scratchy throat? Here. Have an antibiotic.
I think calling somebody a pill means that they're sour.
You're being a pill. No.
Or nasty or bad.
Well, just being annoying.
Well, it's a negative connotation.
It was annoying. She was saying you're being annoying.
So, pills were annoying?
There's no logic here.
Okay, sorry.
Don't try to find
I was just trying to say
logic.
One of my favorite turtlenecks is getting all pilly, which means it's going to have to leave soon because I can't. That's sort of the line in the sand I draw with my clothing. Is when they get pilly, I throw them away. I can't handle pills.
Just stop buying polyester clothes.
Well, I know, but this is one of those warm ones. That's
polypropylene or something. Yeah.
Supposed to trap. I don't know.
I know. You can't have it all. You can't have high fashion. You can't have all organic. You can't have super warm. You can't have it all.
No.
You gotta make choices, hard choices, devastating choices. Well, all right, let's start with a vocab word.
All right, do I have to spell it?
Sure, you can spell it. It's an easy one to spell. It's just a harder one to know what it is.
Okay.
She's getting her magic, but you don't need a Sharpie.
It's not a Sharpie, it's a regular pen, but I just wrote on my finger while I was trying to get the cap off.
Boy, you're so disorganized.
Well, I'm trying to hold the microphone with one hand and get a cap off a pen, which actually takes two hands. All right, give me your dang word.
Apogee.
Apogee.
Want me to spell it?
No, because you have a song named this, so
I do. It's not
it's
fair.
It's like APPOGEE or something.
No,
like that?
no, it's one P.
Oh,
1 P, 2 E's.
Does appetizer have two P's?
Appetizer, yeah. And so does app, like an app on your smartphone?
Yes, that has two.
That has two.
I mean, two P's.
That confuses me. How about ad, like an advertisement? No,
there's no P's in that at all.
There's D's.
D's aren't the same as P's, Kristina.
They're upside down. And are they flipped? Let's see. Yeah, they're flipped also. So it's a mirror upside down image if you stood on your head and turned the mirror backwards.
Right.
No,
I can't envision. I can't.
Okay, forget it.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well.
Okay. What is it? I'm gonna use it in a sentence for you. Here we go.
Okay.
Annular eclipses occur when the moon is at or near its greatest distance, known as apogee.
Yeah.
Get it? Get it?
I guess.
You get it?
I thought it meant something else.
You thought because
it's a moon term?
Yeah, it's a moon term. That's
just
why
specifically for the moon.
Yes, that's why I named my song Apogee, because this image of having the moon just be the farthest place away that it could possibly be was intriguing to me. And the reason that it is a vocab word this week is because the moon has been at apogee during this last solar eclipse. And that's
How
why...
long can an eclipse last? It seems like the eclipse was happening weeks ago. And now, what? It's still eclipsing?
No, it happened. It happened. I saw it on a live cam from Chile.
It was too cloudy here.
No, I didn't see it. You couldn't see it from the northern hemisphere. You had to go down to Argentina.
Why was everybody on Facebook like, go outside?
No, they would not. You're thinking a few weeks ago there was something. This was last week or a few days ago. This was.
You can't. I thought that are we getting more eclipses all of a sudden? Is this part of global warming?
You know, you have very bad planetary information.
What? No, there was just one. Like a couple weeks ago. So how can there be another one now? They're supposed to be kind of rare, right?
No, you're mixing up the types of eclipses. There's solar eclipses, there's lunar eclipses, there's probably lots of other eclipses.
Well, there's only a couple things floating around in the sky that we can see, so I don't think there's a couple other kinds.
A couple things floating around the sky?
I mean, we can see the moon and the sun and stars. I don't think stars give us any eclipses.
Stars are suns.
Well, they're not far. They're not close enough to count.
Okay.
That's why they're stars.
Okay. Do you like space?
No! You know I hate space.
I can't believe we're talking about space. If you would just let me explain.
Good. I'm going to start talking about baseball then.
No, hold
on. Just to punish you.
No, stop. Stop. I just want to tell you, because it's one cool fact, is that this last solar eclipse was called a Ring of Fire solar eclipse, and it was reddish orange.
Like Johnny Cash.
Yes, exactly. It was
And
Johnny
birth.
Cash's solar eclipse.
Is Johnny Cash speaking about birth when he sings that song?
No.
Because he didn't fall into the Ring of Fire. Technically, he fell out of the Ring of Fire.
I think it's about
He's
adultery.
talking about his mother's Ring of Fire.
No, I thought it was adultery. Wasn't it?
I don't know.
I can't even remember. And I love Johnny Cash. I love him dearly.
Me too.
I love him like a mother loves a son.
Well, since he's older than you and dead, that would be weird. I wish he wasn't dead, though.
I do too, because
Then you could be his mother.
I know. I didn't get a chance to meet him. I just think I would have.
I'm getting really worried that Willie Nelson is going to die, and I haven't met him yet. I'm really worried.
Look, there's a book about him over there. See it on the windowsill?
Yeah.
I just noticed it today.
Yeah, but I keep seeing stuff like that he's sick or something, and then, his son gets on Facebook and says, "Oh, he's okay." But I'm just so worried that he's going to sneakily slip away.
I have a great idea for you, which should lift your spirits.
Okay.
Do you have a penny jar? Like small change that you throw into a jar?
We have a bunch of little bowls around the house.
Okay, well, just keep filling those up, and when they get full, count it out, and you take a trip to see Willie.
I don't think he's just going to see me.
You can camp out in your car outside his house.
I think they'd take you away to the police station. They don't care how many pennies
I don't know. You
saved.
You don't look like a stalker.
The stalkers look like lots of things, Kristina.
Well, okay, maybe it was a bad idea.
But
there's just no reason.
No, I can't think of a better idea. But.
Well, and I just feel like there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to meet Willie Nelson. I just think it would be wrong if we went through the whole life cycle and couldn't metamorphosize.
I shaved my legs and now they're really itchy. So if I'm like squirming and itching my thighs, it's not because I have some sort of weird disease.
It's just because you've been sleeping with lambs.
Oh God, it's so disgusting. I slept last night way down almost on the bottom of the bed because John insisted that we bring this sad little dying lamb into our bed, and he made it a little pallet of blankets and towels so that it wasn't touching anything because it is stinky. And but it's obsessed with my face. I smell funny to it. I think it's because I eat a lot of cheese. I don't know, but it's going for my breath and my mouth all the time. Oh. So if I sleep, I wake up and this lamb is like chewing on my lips.
Oh,
and that's really hard to sleep.
Wow.
When a lamb just wants to eat your face.
Trying to kiss you.
It doesn't want John's face.
It likes you.
And John's a very heavy sleeper, so he could even sleep through a lamb chewing on his face, but I can't. So I had to squirm my way down to the bottom of the bed, and bring all my pillows, and sleep far away from where the lamb could get to me. And that made for not good sleep.
Wow, and people might say that you did nothing this week, but we know differently.
We gave this lamb an enema. That was exciting. Oh my God.
Yeah, I said, I lied. I said that I wanted to talk about that, but I don't really.
I don't really want to talk about it either.
No, but I think
it was really exciting while it was going on. I was like,
no.
Whoa, that worked, but,
Well, what makes it work? That's what I don't want to know.
Like a hot, sudsy soap water up a lamb's little behind with one of those booger suckers. The baby booger suckers?
Yeah.
Nasal aspirators or whatever.
Kind of like a turkey baster.
Yes. I Googled how to do this for a couple hours beforehand. It was really...
Oh, God, somebody put me out of my misery.
What is my life coming to?
Okay. Well, we did.
All right.
We did a lot this week. I mean, we made movies. We made records. What did we do?
We did.
We danced.
We did dance. You know what? We were missing 6. I counted 6 couples from our dance class the other night.
Yeah, but that always happens.
I'm afraid people hate me and hate my class.
No. Have you ever done an online course? It always starts with about 50 people signing up and paying. They even pay for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then,
but it makes me feel guilty. Like, where are they? Do they just hate me? Do they hate me so much that they will lose their money and just not come to my class?
No, they just don't come because they're busy.
Well, then don't sign up for a dance class if you're busy.
Wait a minute. You have to give them credit for actually coming. That's hard.
I know, but tons of people didn't come.
But it's so hard to get yourself to go to a dance class if you're not in the habit of doing it. And I could say that many people in this rural area do not go to dance classes, except for your classes. But if you
because my classes are the only classes.
I know, but if you have to get in a car,
other choice.
You have to get in a car in the nighttime. It's all dark, and your road it could be impassable, or the weather could be so crazy that you'd end up on an iceberg. So to get to your dance class, you got to have fortitude, and if you do it every single time, like I have, you should get a medal.
I'm very impressed. Maybe I'll give you a medal later.
Thank you. I would love that.
You are awfully getting good.
Oh.
It's fun.
Well, I'll tell you.
To watch everybody get good. Yeah. I like it.
And it's Love Yourself Friday, so let's love us. Because I said so. That's why. Did you love yourself this week, Emily? Come on. Yes, you did.
I don't
yes, you did.
Remember too much loving.
You got to get specific about it, because if you could say specifically how you loved yourself, it might help somebody else in need.
Oh. Emily Howe died this week. The other Emily Howe.
Oh, the other Emily Howe.
I mean, not the other Emily Howe. There's lots of other Emily Howes. There's 3 just in town alone, but the oldest one died.
I saw that picture with the 3 of you Emily Howes.
Yeah, I did a newspaper story
Condolences to the family.
I know, she was pretty cool.
Of the oldest. Now are you the oldest?
No, I'm the oldest Emily Howe in town.
Oh my gosh. That's really something.
Pretty weird.
So what does that have to do with self-love? Just Emily having many of your namesakes?
Right.
And sort of honoring them.
Now I have to take over her. She was like
the mantle.
A master baker and stuff. I've got to do that now, probably.
Okay. You can.
Yeah. I'm a good baker. I'm a good baker. I'm not a good cook, like of actual food, but baking I'm better at.
Okay. So baking could be self-love.
Except for it just goes onto my body, and then it's not love any longer. It's calories.
No, don't ever look at food as just calories. Don't ever, ever, ever. And throw away your scale. Just throw it out the window.
I don't go on my scale. It's not my scale that makes me know if I'm gaining or losing weight. It's just my pants.
Well, many people use a scale on a daily basis, and I would say to them, "Fie."
Your scale doesn't really say anything anyway. I've found that sometimes when I'm more fit, I'm a little heavier, and it's not. It's because muscle weighs more than fat, and then I'll kind of zone out and not be fit, and then I'll be a little lighter, but my pants aren't fitting right. Well, it's the scale thing doesn't actually matter. People are a little ill-informed about that, but
you want to know. You want to know what I do, or what I feel like I should do, what I feel compulsively drawn to doing when I go into someone's bathroom and I see that bathroom scale sitting there on the floor, on the linoleum, or...
You probably couldn't find one at my house. I know where it is, but I don't ever use it.
I'll find it.
You won't.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
We have 3 bathrooms, and it's only in one of them.
I don't care if you have storm windows. I'm going to throw it out the window.
I don't use it.
Smash your storm windows to throw that thing out.
Underneath a hamper of something.
Oh, there's a clue. Oh, thank you.
Never mind. I won't.
I'm going to find it. Okay, so that's a tip for this week. And so I did make a short list of things that I did this week that I would say qualify for self-love. Number 1, you don't look like you really want to care about.
No, I'll care about your self-love.
My efforts.
I will, and I'll try to think of something myself.
Okay. Well, I'm talking.
Cramps and that is not loving.
You can not listen, and I'll just read.
I'm going to listen.
Okay. I wrote an email pouring out my heart, and then I didn't send it.
Oh, I do that a bunch.
Yeah, so that can be an act of self-love, because I was concerned about being rejected. So instead of risking that, I had some chocolate.
Oh,
Isn't that
that's
nice?
sort of what I do.
That is so cool. But on the flip side, I wrote another email pouring my heart out, and I actually did send it, and that was a big score. So you have to know when to send your emails. So they may be an act of self-love, or they may not. It's a fine line there. Fine line. No one can tell you when to press send. You can quote me.
We haven't been in these seats in a couple weeks, I realized.
Yeah, what happened last week?
Trapped by the mud last week, right?
It was so long ago I can hardly remember.
Well, it's because it was a totally different season then. It was spring then.
It was mud season.
Now it's become winter again.
Yeah, it was Thursday night, and I was coming home, and I almost got stuck in a mud pit, and I knew that it would be bad for us to not cancel early enough. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that somebody could fill in.
Yeah, those last-minute cancellations are really hard on the staff here. So one person in particular who shall remain unnamed, but we all know who he is. He works his butt off anyway. Okay, I just got to keep track of time because, we do like to play music. Looks like I have Police Dog Blues lined up here. Is
it time for it now?
Yeah, it is. It's 11:21 already.
Oh.
That's kind of cool. This is a great track. Here we go.
I've been a traveling man. Yeah, all my life I've been a traveling man. Living alone and doing the best I can. I shipped my trunk down to Tennessee. Yeah, I shipped my trunk down to Tennessee. It's hard to tell with a man like me. I met a gal, couldn't get her off my mind. Yeah, I met a gal, couldn't get her off my mind. She passed me up saying she didn't like my kind. I'm scared to bother around her house at night. Yeah, I'm scared to bother around her house at night. She's got a police dog craving for a fight. His name is Ramblin' when he gets a chance. Yeah, his name is Ramblin' when he gets a chance. He leaves his mark on everybody's pants. Well, I guess I'll travel, guess I'll let her be. Yeah, guess I'll travel, guess I'll let her be. Before she sicks that police dog on me.
Yeah. I wasn't listening to all of it. I thought I just heard one voice. So, I don't know. We'll check later when we turn it into a podcast, because that's when I check everything and I get much more alert. If I, have time in the studio and I can really do things right, as opposed to here where we just kind of tumble in out of bed.
Well, I did. You didn't. No, I didn't tumble out of bed exactly. I was just rushing around because we're going to be away a little bit this weekend, and I was trying to get the farm sitter lined up and get her...
The farm sitter. Imagine that. A farm sitter. How do you find a farm sitter?
Well, a farm sitter already kind of lives at our house, sort of.
Yeah.
Because she boards horses at our house, so she can just, for real, live at our house for this week.
She knows what's going on. She knows about how the horses all do their thing, which way they go.
And she knows, and she always sits for us, so she knows everything except for now there's the addition of Stinky Lamb and other Stinky Lambs.
But she was undaunted by that prospect, as I understand.
No, she's fine. She's actually helped us pull Stinky Lambs from their stinky mothers lots of times and things like that. Here comes the train. What?
What do you mean, what?
What?
I have to listen to the train.
Oh, okay.
I'm just staring at you. My eyes are glazing over.
I see it. I see its little lights coming through the trees.
I always think of New York City when the train goes by.
Well, this one's all, silver bullet looking.
I think of Grand Central Station and how beautiful it is there. Wow. That feeling when you walk into Grand Central Station? You know that feeling?
Yes.
Especially when you're a country hick.
I've only been at Grand Central Station like twice in my whole life, though.
Yeah, it's
so I felt especially country hickish.
You get in there and you just feel like, wow, I'm in the world. I'm finally in the big world. And then you get freaked out and you go, shh.
Yes. I get incredibly not claustrophobic. What's the word? There's something in cities. I freak out.
Agoraphobic.
Yeah,
something.
I do freak out.
Yeah, it's a little...
No, isn't agoraphobic the fear of open spaces? I have that too.
There's one about not going out of the house.
Oh, I don't have that.
Maybe that's agoraphobia.
But I don't like out in the Midwest where everything's flat. I feel like a big giant tornado hand is going to just scoop me up.
Oh gosh, I love being out in the plains.
Oh.
I love that.
No, I don't. I guess maybe the plains are okay. It's just like Midwestern little towns that are just there's no rises in the landscape. It's very
funny.
Weird to me.
I kind of like it. I
don't like it.
The only instance in which I would not like it is if a tornado was actually coming. I don't know where
they
I'd
do.
go.
They do come.
Because you can't. Where do you go if you don't know somebody with a shelter underground?
I don't know. I don't know. It made me freak out.
Oh, I know. I bet if you go on the internet, I bet you could Google underground shelters and you could plot your trip according to like public underground shelters. I mean,
I don't know if there are a lot of public underground shelters.
I bet there are. I just thought of it. So we'll check it out. Okay. We'll make sure that it's true.
Well, it's just not.
We'll just make sure.
Okay.
We shall. Yeah. So.
You got a new stove this week. That's exciting.
Oh, it's really great. But
it's so pretty, and I want one just like it now.
I know, but the thing is...
Did the stink go away? Speaking of stinky
lambs, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, thank goodness.
You had to burn the stink off of it yesterday.
Yeah, it had a little, outgassing to do because it's a brandy new stove. Mm-hmm. So some of that paint, I guess it's enamel. Must
be enamel. It doesn't have paint because it's mostly made of soapstone, and that has nothing.
Yeah,
they don't treat soapstone with anything, right?
No, yeah. Okay. No, it looks like it's completely untreated, the soapstone part, and then the cast iron has enamel on it, which does outgas a little bit. And it looked like there's something inside it, like asbestos, but I don't want to know. I'm just going to ignore it.
I don't think they can do that anymore. Isn't it illegal?
Sure looked like it. I don't know. I touched it, but I'm okay.
I don't think they're allowed to do that anymore, but maybe I might be wrong.
Yeah.
I think they wouldn't be able to.
But what I do want to say is that the night before that the guys were coming with the new stove, I realized that I really was starting to panic about saying goodbye to the old stove.
I loved your old stove.
Yeah.
It was pretty pretty.
Yes, and it's been a focal point for the household for over 20 years. And
you couldn't keep it? They wouldn't let you just keep it somewhere?
No, because part of the incentive program is that the company that brings you the new stove has to prove that they destroyed the old stove because it's
they destroyed it?
They destroy it. You can't. Yeah, but what I wanted to do, so what I set out to do on Thursday night, or what night was it? No, it was Wednesday night, was I wanted to take off some of those beautiful ornaments that are part of the stove. You know, they have these little buttons. They're like cast iron buttons that are beautiful. But
that stove was so pretty. It had like the sort of medieval looking, those big bumpy legs.
Yeah, and I would have disassembled the whole thing, but I couldn't. And as it turns out, those decorations were rusted on the bolts. Even with the screwdriver and the pliers and everything, I couldn't get them off. So all I ended up with is the air intake control.
That wasn't as pretty.
It's not as pretty, but it's a paperweight now.
Oh.
So it's the air intake valve control. I was able to unscrew that, and I kept that. And then I burned sage, and I said, "Thanks, old tank."
Oh, I'm really sad that they destroyed it. I used to feel really sad when my dad would get rid of a beater car and somebody would come and haul it away and you knew it was going to get crushed. I would almost cry just thinking like, oh, that car's taken us here and there. And as a little family, we're all been safe inside of it. I mean,
I was almost crying.
I did not like it when they hauled the old beater cars away.
It's strange to be attached to inanimate objects, but it happens.
Well, when they serve you in some way like that, when they actually... they are your key to survival. They're your warmth. Then
that's a big
sad.
Deal. That was like one of the most important features of a house up here in the North Country.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the spirit.
It's the heart. It's the actual little heart of your stove.
It's the spirit.
of your house.
Yeah, the spirit of your home, I would say. So, anyway, I think I did the ritual. I did this, inner sort of thing, and I said goodbye. And that was part of my self-love this week. That was part of my self-love. Because then in the morning, I was ready to let go of the old stove and usher in the new. And I let myself eat cereal for dinner.
Oh.
Which I think is also an act of self-love. Because, to some people, it might be a sure sign that my life is deteriorating. But
I love cereal for dinner, too. I understand exactly that it's a treat.
It's a way to just kick back and just acknowledge that you're not responsible for feeding anyone fancy meals anymore.
It means you don't have to do tons of dishes.
Yeah.
And your dinner is instant.
It's one easy cleanup.
Oh, my God.
Take that dish over to the sink, rinse it out. You don't even have to use soap.
Well,
No, I didn't use milk. I used coconut milk.
Ew.
No, it's so good. It's so, so, so good.
I'm having a love-hate relationship with anything coconut right now.
It's way better than coconut water.
It's better than whole face break out.
I'm telling you. Just forget about the coconut water, no matter
I'm not drinking the coconut water. I'm just putting the coconut oil on my face and stuff. And it's just, I don't know. I'm going to try to hang with it a little bit longer. Everyone always says, you haven't been doing it long enough. Your skin hasn't adjusted. But I think my skin is just saying, God, no, stop this. You're covering me and you're slathering me in icky, greasy things. Just seems counterintuitive. I have oily skin. Why am I going to put oil on my skin?
Yeah. Why would you?
I apparently am supposed to.
I don't know. I don't know.
Since I have extra oily skin, when I wash my face, it strips off my natural oils, and that makes me break out.
Why don't you just start drinking?
I
feel like
I kind of want to, actually, but I can't. I can't do it because it will just be a downward spiral, and then I'll be a homeless lady drunk in the gutter.
You're very self-disciplined. Why don't you say I'm going to drink once a week? And
that's not going to help my skin, I don't think.
I don't know. Just it might allow you to cut loose a little bit for an hour or two, and just clear up your skin.
I don't think alcohol clears up skin, actually. I'm glad that you're, promoting alcohol drinking as a new skin remedy.
No, what I was trying to do, you want to know honestly what I was trying to do?
I think it does improve your circulation.
See?
Because drunks have huge red faces, right?
No.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do, but no.
Cartoon drunks have red noses.
I agree with A, but I do not agree with B.
I don't remember what was A or B. Look, I didn't label anything A or B.
I am trying to segue to a story.
To alcohol? Okay.
I'm trying. This is the only reason I said all that stuff, which was completely ridiculous, is because I want to tell you about a wine bar in Winooski that is going to reopen as a gay bar. And quote,
the Mr. Sister one that just got the huge. They had a giant town meeting about it yesterday, right?
Why would somebody object to that name? You tell me.
I think it's quite probably offensive to transgender
people.
What is the difference? I don't understand.
Emily, I cannot believe you don't know the difference.
I don't. Okay, tell me.
I don't know either.
What? Maybe there isn't one then.
No, I do know. I do
No,
certainly
okay,
know.
no, right. No, you're right. That
No,
was a total slip of the tongue.
Excuse me, wait a minute. I'm being really irreverent right now because I just could tell you very specifically what it is.
Okay, do.
Okay, the first one is you're born something biological, but you identify with the other sex, and so you become,
No, that's transgender.
Yeah, that's transgender.
Okay, because I accidentally said transsexual instead.
I think the other might be when your genitalia is either way, like goes both ways.
No, that's like when you have both.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
then you
another.
have to.
That's like no, that's not asexual because asexual kind of means without, right?
Oh, if Kendra's listening, she's really mad at us right now. She says, you people should know
She
this.
only has one part, though.
I'm sorry, Kendra. I'm sorry. We're just average Americans. We're just average people.
Well, we're nicer than most about these things,
We're
but
nice
I am not.
about it.
I don't understand the wording. But
nice,
I do
Emily,
understand. Someone did explain online why this was offensive, and I totally did understand.
But niceness cannot make up for ignorance.
I know. But if we have an opportunity to be not ignorant, we will be.
But tell me why this is the heart
There's just a lot of words out there right now.
But this is the heart of the matter, is what is it about the name Mr. Sister that would be offensive to a transgender person? Because
they're identifying with one sex or the other. That is making them feel like
somebody's still looking at them as
like
if they're
someone's
both.
looking at them as they're both, or
Okay.
just a really, gussied up drag queen. It's just sort of making fun of them for choosing one gender or the other, and it's saying to them, you're not that other gender. You're. I don't know. I'm not explaining this well.
Yeah,
I totally understood it
I
when
do get
a
it.
friend was explaining it online, and I said it's absolutely kind of an uncool name. But
Well,
I am not as well versed on everything as I should be, I suppose.
I liked the name because it has an interesting ring to it. It makes you think, and I didn't identify it with transgender. So in that way, for me, I think it's kind of cool. Mr. Sister, it's kind of just a cool sounding thing if you just don't connect it with transgender. So, but for some reason, they connected it with that. Or people do in their minds. So I suppose...
Well, I'm assuming if you're transgender, you definitely, in your mind, would be really not happy.
Well, here's the thing, though. It was two members of the Pride Center that objected and resigned over it. It wasn't like a million people necessarily.
I know there was an article in 7 Days that came out today.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I'll have to read and...
Well, they referred to it as hate speech.
What, the name?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it would be that. I think it would be more just an ignorant... I don't know. Who can say if somebody really means to be mean or not? Weren't we just talking about this a couple weeks ago about how people do things that hurt your feelings and you don't know whether to really call them on it because it might have been completely unintentional, and it's still kind of not okay for people to unintentionally hurt people's feelings, but where do you draw the line between it's hateful and you're going to punish them, or it's a misunderstanding and you're going to educate them? I
think you want to always educate. I don't think punishment really does anything. But I mean, it's human nature to want to punish. But I think it's something we have to resist.
Well, it's human nature to want to punish when you feel punished yourself. It's a sort of a...
Yeah, but it's what you do with that feeling that if you have to take it up a notch, and not do unto others as they have done unto you. I think that's the eye for an eye thing is just a big mistake.
Yeah, it is.
We got to revamp that idea.
We do.
Take
indeed.
that, you Bible.
No, the Bible doesn't say an eye for an eye, does it?
I always associate it with the Bible.
Well, I think it has something to do with the Bible, but Gandhi. Is Gandhi?
What?
I'm not saying Gandhi's in the Bible. I'm saying Gandhi said an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, and I'm assuming that is similar to whatever. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't actually read the whole Bible, so. But. The eye for an eye thing is not a good plan.
I read the Bible in college in English class. That's when I read the Bible.
Yeah, I think I've also read parts of it for school, but
Yeah, I didn't grow up reading it. The Unitarians didn't. Actually, they did try to introduce the New Testament.
why is the print so damn tiny? I know they're trying to fit a lot into little tiny thin. And why are the pages like paper?
You don't care about the Unitarians, do you?
Go ahead,
All right.
Unitarian.
In Sunday school,
You're Greek. Okay, what?
What
Sorry.
is wrong with you?
Go.
I am the melting
Freedom of
pot.
speech and religion. Go.
I am the melting pot. I am culturally and ethnically a melting pot mess. Okay, so forgive me.
Do you have cheese? Do you have cheese melted on top, I hope?
Always.
Okay. All right, tell me what the Unitarians say.
Well, in 6th grade, they started teaching the 6th graders in Sunday school about the New Testament, and Jesus came up.
I don't really like the New Testament.
So you're changing the subject
Sorry.
again.
Okay. All right.
Don't
Jesus.
you want to know what happened when Jesus came up?
What happened when Jesus came up?
I quit.
No, you don't. Go.
I did. I couldn't understand this stories about some magical guy. I mean, now I do. Now I can appreciate Jesus because I understand mysticism, but I at the time just couldn't buy it. So
Well,
that was that.
I never once bought the blonde guy thing. Like blonde Fabio in a nightgown. It's Middle Eastern people. They just aren't blonde.
Yep.
And they don't use Clairol
And for
or
people-
whatever shiny hair product.
For people who don't know, Emily is a blonde, so this is not about like dissing blondes, right?
No, but I'm just saying, I don't care what way you twist it. There's no way Jesus looked like us white people.
Yeah, I do sometimes diss blondes, but I won't now.
I'm not supposed to be a blonde. Nobody in our whole family is blonde except for my sisters and I. We're like genetic weirdos. My dad, well, no, that's not true. My dad gave it to us. He's the genetic weirdo. Everybody else has dark hair.
Okay,
So
get that.
that makes me feel like I don't have to be, I'm not like a blood blonde.
Ooh,
It's
blood blonde.
It's a mistake. I mean, I'm not
It's like a.
I'm not supposed to be. It's an accident.
It sounds like a cross
It's
between
a fluke.
like a blood orange and a blood bond. You know, where you cut your fingers.
I hate the word blood, though. You know what? And I
Have
hate
you ever
that
done that?
that catering.
You've
Yes.
done that?
Look, I have one now.
No. I mean, when best
you
friends
prick your
cut
fingers
their.
and put them together?
Yeah, have you done that?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I never did that either.
My mother always warned us about AIDS and germs, and so we never dared to do it with
She
our
did a
little
good job.
friends
She
in
did a
second
good
grade.
job. Yeah. Well, there is a new Lego set you might want to get for your boys.
The Batman ones?
No, the 5 Amazing Women of NASA.
Oh, the NASA ones.
Have you seen those?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will have to get those for them. They love Legos.
Yeah.
Legos are kind of this toy that you don't really grow. Every other toy, like my kids finally kind of let me take their Lincoln Logs away because they are not really playing with their Lincoln Logs anymore. But Legos have sort of been consistently in play since they were very small, and they're still playing with them.
You know what I don't like about Legos besides stepping on them?
They're plastic.
I don't like the people. I'm sorry.
Why do they have the little knob on the top of their head? I mean, I know it's so their hats can clip on, but
Yeah,
still.
I just think the little people are ugly, whereas the Playmobil people are so cute. I could eat them.
Yeah, they are. I'm still down. I'm old school, so I still like the Fisher-Price people without any arms. Their
Oh,
little
those
round
guys.
heads and their little tubby tube bodies. They fit in every little hole.
That's actually what I meant. I was thinking of the
Because
Fisher-Price
Playmobil
one.
people are just like stretched out Lego people with better hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't go for them.
Although Playmobil does not add the bad phthalate chemicals to their toys, so your children will not get cancer from the off-gassing of Playmobil.
Oh, good to know. What about Fisher-Price, though?
I think Fisher-Price is like before chemicals. I mean, half of those little guys are wood.
Yeah, because my kids did suck on those.
Everybody sucks on them. Although, you know what? They're exactly the right size for what they warn you that kids are going to suck down their throats. I mean, they're throat-shaped. That is like a lawsuit waiting to happen. But you know what, man? It was like the 50s and the 60s. Nobody sued anyone for having a Fisher-Price man suck down their throat.
Well, yeah, you can still buy fireballs. My child almost choked in
Those
the
are
backseat
bad.
of the car on a fireball.
God.
I didn't even know what was going on. It was just kind of quiet back there.
God.
Yeah, I'm glad. Sometimes it's better not to know.
Like, hot dogs are supposed to be the big one, but being a vegetarian, you probably don't have to worry about.
Well, there's
that.
not dogs.
Right, but they don't have that like skin casing that doesn't crumble apart in your throat.
It's funny you just said that. I just bought 4 sausages that are vegan. I did. I haven't done that in years.
Are they the
Where was I? I was in some place I don't usually shop. I was in Plainfield.
Are they
I
in
think.
the white package?
No, not the tofu pups.
No, not tofu pups. Shoot. There's some
soy boy.
Nope, there's some vegan sausage that I love. And it's in like a white tube. Like a sausage
I know
tube.
what you mean.
It's actually called Gimme Lean,
That's
which
it.
is
those are
a
good.
stupid name.
I used to get those.
But it tastes really good.
Yeah, I used to get that when my kids were home.
I add that to chili and stuff. And even meat people don't know that the difference. Like they think it tastes like meat. But
I don't really.
You don't want it to taste like meat.
Well, I just don't eat anything that tastes good anymore.
You ate cereal.
Well, that was good, but that's not really food.
Right. You ate chocolate after you. You are busted. You do too eat things that are tasting good.
I'm just a provocateur. I just like to say stuff that's really not true. I mean, it's true.
I just ate my head off this week.
You know, it's funny you say that because I was so hungry this week and I kept saying, why am I so hungry?
That's exactly. I said
it. I almost
like 500 times
Yes,
this week.
and I almost put it on some chat. Somebody was talking about the energy this week, on Facebook, and I was holding myself back from making the comment that I was ravenous all week.
I was ravenous all week. I remarked on it many, many times.
So
I said
happy.
to John, I'm hungry all the time. I said, I don't know why. We would eat a meal, and I'd be like, all I'm thinking about is what we're going to eat for our next meal.
Yeah, me too.
All week I was just like, I'm sorry, all I'm thinking about is food.
You know it's bad when you're actually chewing,
and you're
seeing the end coming.
I know. There must be something going on because this is why my pants are not fitting this week. I have just been eating non-stop.
It's Neptune and Uranus.
And it's PMS. I mean, I know that.
No, stop with the PMS.
Well, it is.
I don't think it
perpetual
exists.
PMS.
No, it's fake.
It's not.
It's propaganda.
It's not.
PMS is a propaganda campaign probably started by Steve Bannon.
It's not. It was before he was born.
It's not.
Steve Bannon doesn't even want to know about PMS. He doesn't even want to know about women.
We're 8 minutes over from our next song track. And then I'll tell you some bad jokes because I got a whole list of them.
I bet you do. Okay, play it.
Okay, it's track 5.
You thought it was maybe Patrick, though, right?
Some
fiddle
some
guy.
Group that Patrick was in. I'm just going to guess it is. Yeah.
I've been waiting so long for you to come by, girl. Out here on the summer lawn and my side is almost gone. 'Cause my eyes are closing down. Well, I almost made it, but I had to get in bed instead of waiting on a different road to land.
Okay, track 5. Brought to you by track 5.
It's like Sesame Street. Brought to you today by the number 5.
Well, see, iTunes just doesn't like stuff that isn't in the iTunes store. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So somebody gives me something.
Why is it so cold in
It
here?
comes up as track 5. There is a draft.
Should we open our... I'm going to open our door, maybe.
Okay. Yeah,
Hang on.
that's what happens. We always close it for privacy, even though nobody's here. It's a funny habit that we have. All right, you can come back now.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
She just started loitering.
No, I was distracted by the picture of...
Of
I was
what?
distracted by the picture of Phil Scott tapping the Silhouette's maple trees on the front page of the Herald.
Okay.
Anyway.
Bad joke?
Oh, yes. Hit me.
Okay, the reason that brides dress in white is so they match the rest of the appliances.
I don't get it, actually.
You don't get it?
No.
I'm the one that never gets jokes. You're supposed to get them.
Is this a feminist joke?
Okay. Yes.
Oh, I get it
yes,
then.
that was absolutely...
Okay.
Anything that's coming out of my mouth is a feminist joke. I don't care how sexist it is. So old bankers never die. They just lose interest.
That's okay. I get that. That's funny.
Old bankers never die. They just...
That wasn't
want...
feminist joke. You just said if it was coming out of your mouth, it was a feminist
Look,
joke.
just lighten up.
Okay.
Okay, just sit back, relax, have some bad jokes.
Okay.
Old bankers never die. They just want to be alone. That's a good one. Old chiropractors never die. They adjust. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I got some good ones here.
Are you getting this from the NPR Pretty Good Joke Book?
No. Old lawyers never die. They just lose their appeal.
All these things do actually
Okay.
die when they get old, though.
Just one more.
All right.
Old musicians never die. They just decompose.
Then we don't have to worry about you.
Okay, I'll stop.
No, you can. You
No,
have more?
Yeah, sure I have more. I mean, I have like 7 pages
Where
of
do you
them.
get these?
No, not telling. I have secret sources.
Okay. Joke.
Interweb.
Joke
Okay,
Central.
old postal carriers never die. They just lose their zip. Old Scots never die, but they can be killed.
Kilt? Kilt?
I kind of liked that one.
That is funny.
I have some Scottish blood, so that appealed to me. Old watchmakers never die. They just run out of time.
Oh,
Oh, it's sad.
that is sad.
How much time do we have? We've got 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
There's so much more to talk about. We could never stop.
We could never stop.
Is that a real sentence?
I won't talk
we
about
could
baseball,
never stop.
though.
What
No-
does that
No
mean?
baseball.
No, we're not going to talk about baseball.
No, I said I'm not going to talk about baseball.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it.
You guys, we are making another video. This one will be shorter, we think. Well, I don't... Yeah.
Oh, I have a challenge.
What?
I challenge any of you listening to become our first subscriber on YouTube.
We don't have a single subscriber yet?
No, I didn't subscribe and you didn't subscribe. We could have
Oh,
at
that's
least...
because I've never signed into YouTube. You have to, like, it's so much work. I can watch whatever, but then if you want to actually like something or comment on something, you have to sign in. Because it unsigns me every time.
Your computer shouldn't do that.
It does, because I accidentally made us a YouTube channel a long time ago, and now it's all like linked to other things, and then I tried to make myself a private one, and it said, you can't, this email is already linked to this one that I made for Kristina and Emily, but I don't remember what the password was, so I can't shut it down.
It's what happens when you lose your passwords. That's why I have like 8 pages of passwords.
You are really organized with that.
I have to be. Oh my gosh, there's a human coming in right at the end of our show.
Whoa.
Oh, he's closing the door. He's going to be so polite. He knows how we are. He knows how touchy we are about
Was that
people
Bob?
here.
I only saw
Yeah,
a
it was
glimmer
Bob.
of glasses.
It was Bob.
From
It was
okay.
more than just a mere human. It was Bob. I mean, all Bobs, have a certain
Bobbiness.
have a certain nobility. All Bobs.
All Bobs.
Just remember that, people. Don't ever put down a Bob.
What do you call a man floating in the water with no arms and no legs?
A Bob. Oh, that's as bad as something I said earlier. I don't remember what it was. But
I don't think you said anything bad.
yeah, I did.
No.
Yeah. Well, I just don't really want to talk about pellet boilers now. I've lost my mood. But you can get a $50 rebate on energy efficient circulator pumps. Just saying.
Did you just do that?
No, I'm gonna. State of Vermont.
Okay.
You just can't beat the state of Vermont. That's what I say.
I know. I just told John that he had to quick apply for this stove thing so that we could get that that rebate. That you were
Yeah,
telling
the
us
stove
about.
stove change out, which obviously you've seen it in action at my house. You get the money back. Well, you don't get the money. It goes to the people that you purchased the stove from.
It's like a discount, though, on a super expensive stove.
Exactly. With certain retailers, you can't go just anywhere.
Nope.
Nope. And pellet stoves, I'm going to get thousands, hopefully, if I do get this furnace. Thousands. Thousands, man.
Oh, my God.
Thousands.
What if the world runs out of pellets, Kristina?
Well, yeah, then there's always wood. I'll just, crunch it up.
Yourself? You're just going to pellet it yourself?
No, but how can we run out of pellets? How can we run out? We've got they're made from trees, and we have local factories that make pellets.
We do?
Yes, we do.
All right, then.
So I think it's fairly safe. I know exactly the same thing went through my head. I thought firewood, you can always rely on firewood, but I think pellets are getting competitive. They're a little more expensive than firewood.
Okay.
So I'll do more continue to do my research on that, and I'll get back to you.
All right.
I'm in the middle of it. I spent half the week researching pellet
I know.
furnaces and comparing with the wood furnaces and all that stuff, and it's very complex, especially when you're off-grid. Makes it even more complex. But okay, so you've been listening to 11th Hour Radio, and I'm Kristina Stykos, and sitting across from me is Emily Howe.
And we're all just about done.
Yeah, we're about done. We got one more track of music here called The Grand Design, and I know that's Michael Oakland. I do know that.
You know this for sure?
Yes, and I know him. Although I haven't seen him in years, but he used to live around here. So, anything you want to say, Emily?
No, but we will be back next Friday.
Yep.
Same time, same place.
Yep. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, have a great weekend, you guys. It's going to be cold.
I'm not the singer I used to be. I'm more of a listener these days. And I'm not the player you'd once come see. I'm more of a working man. Yet I'm not to reason the changes that come with time. It's just what the season arranges in the grand design. For isn't it right that we should grow as we're watching the changes come and go? And isn't it right that we should smile through the tears we cry, 'cause we know it'll change in a little while. And I'm not to reason the changes that come with love. It's just what the season arranges with the orders from above. I am but a thread to weave, a pattern I have yet to perceive, a dance